afternoon, everybody. This is just a quick video. I've got the kids in there doing their thing, so I got 5 minutes or so before I got to bolt back inside. One quick note, as I make this video, and it is the 4th of September, silver's hitting 1960, which, again, going back to when I said earlier, I think it was July 28th, I put out there, hey, watch silver. It's on the beginning of a bull run. That was, at the time, it was like 1643. So we're talking about a 20% gain in the past month and a half. That's an excellent return to anybody. And I only say that because the people I listen to now are talking about, well, the jump from 14 to 20 was going to be fast. We all knew it. There shouldn't be a lot of resistance there. There'll be some resistance around the $20, $21 mark. Let's hang out here for a little while. But then once it gets past that resistance, again, these people I listen to are saying the next stopping point will be 50. So it'll go from 21 to 50 quickly. It just might hover around the 20, 21 area for a little while. So now's a great time to get in, because again, a jump from 20 to 50 is like, you're more than doubling your money. And that could be like something that happens by the end of the year. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. It's just, this is the way that these trends work. There's not a lot of selling that happens. There wasn't a lot of buying between the $20 and the $50 mark. So that's how they gauge that. If there wasn't a lot of buying, that means there won't be a lot of selling. That means that people will continue to keep on buying until it reaches up to 50. The other thing I wanted to put out is I have launched my new Kickstarter. I threatened to do this a little while ago, and now it's out there. So I'll put a little commercial in here for it. But it is, I am making the long-awaited pitch for the Road House animated series TV show. I have an idea that, in my mind, Road House is that good a movie that it shouldn't just stop at the end of and I'm talking about just the first Road House. I know they made some sequels, don't count those. The Patrick Swayze, Sam Elliott epic, Road House. What happens about 5 years after the movie happens? Like, after the end of the movie, Dalton goes away and Jasper's left to kind of pick up the pieces, Jasper being the city. What happens to all those characters who are in the movie, and what are their parts after it's all over? To me, it's a hilarious concept that you can see on the Kickstarter. I'll get the links down below. You can see all the things that I'm offering up in the campaign, and then my first concepts for where everybody goes. But the whole campaign is about making a pitch package I can bring to a broadcasting or production company and saying, hey, here's the idea. Let's make this TV show and put it out either Adult Swim or Netflix or something like that. That's the second thing. And then the third thing that I want to touch on, oh, hey, lately I've been getting into conversations with people around me about this topic and that topic, and I'm at it's cross purposes. Like, obviously, the people I hang out with, I like, but we don't necessarily agree on everything. So the one track that people have advised me to do is just don't have those conversations, right? Just shut up. But that's just not my nature, right? Like, I want to have those discussions because I want to, again, hear what the other side thinks. Maybe I'll get convinced. Maybe I'll convince them. Generally, these things were at crossroads that no one's going to convince the other side. Maybe someone who's listening on the conversation might change their opinion because they're not invested in the conversation, but in general, I still like having those conversations. I think I made the mistake, because I had a few in me. I made the mistake of being a little bit more insulting than I probably ought to have been. But in general, I like having those conversations. I said before on this channel, I like having conversations with people on the other side, so long as, and I need to do this myself, both sides stay civil about it, and maybe we learn a little something about the other person. I don't really love the idea of, hey, just don't talk about it at all, and then things will be better if we just ignore the problem. That to me is unhealthy. The idea of like that person might have a difference of opinion than me, but I won't bring it up at all, and they won't bring it up at all, and then we'll just walk on eggshells around each other all the time. That to me feels weird. But I'd be interested if you have a different take on that. If you're like, no, really, seriously, don't talk about religion in front of other people. Don't talk about money in front of other people. If you feel that way, let me know, and maybe convince me that I'm taking the wrong tact. But anyways, again, these are supposed to be constructive conversations. I don't know what I'm going to title this. I'm probably just going to title it, check out my new Kickstarter, because that's really the most important piece for me. If you're a fan of the movie, or if you know a super fan, the thing about Roadhouse is you either have seen the movie once or twice, or you're a super fan. And I got a lot of friends who are super fans like myself. So hopefully in 30 days we'll have enough money raised that I can afford to go out to those conferences and pitch the show in person. Regardless, I'm going to be building the pitch, but I do need the help to get to the shows and pitch it correctly. Actually, I'm very interested in. There's a couple of the rewards are. I'm going to do a live Skype session or a Zoom session where I just get to hear some ideas from other people. and they can pitch their, like, hey, that character, remember that character in that one scene? I was going back and watching the movie again, and oddly enough, in the scene where we first meet the doctor love interest, they're trying to establish that you're inside of a hospital, you know, the nurse's station, the doctor, all that. The very first scene, some old dude who has no other part in the movie comes out from the men's room holding a specimen cup nice and high so the camera can't miss it, and he's kind of walking steadily into the nurse's station with the specimen cup full of pee. And I just think that kind of thing, that to me just goes to demonstrate again that the director really did try to make that movie as what's the word I'm looking for? I think he had a lot of care. A lot of care went into that movie from that director. So again, my hat's off to him, has been off to him for the past 30 years. All right, check out my Kickstarter, and if in this channel, if you like this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna get back there once my kids do get out. Cheers. Oh, the t-shirts too, right? I'm wearing a Vigilante look right now. Cheers. So you like movie quotes, and you gotta be dressed anyways. Why don't you check out my Threadless store and get all the Earl t-shirts you can handle.